Welcome to Grand Prairie Update. I'm Don Johnson.
And I'm Terry Briggs. Here's what's happening in your city.
The Uptown Theater is doubling as an art gallery again for the Grand Prairie Arts Council. It's GPAC's annual juried art exhibition and sale that this year drew 118 entries from 43 regional artists in 8 different categories. Each piece in the show is individually judged, and the top 3 works in each category and a best of show earn cash prizes. This year's show also features entries that come from several cities around Texas and continues the tradition of the Grand Prairie Arts Council hosting one of the best competitions of its kind in the state.
Each year it seems to be getting better and better art, and we do give out decent awards, but we like to get from all over the area, and we've actually reached further than the DFW Metroplex itself. We've further reached out to Rowlett, way down south, almost to Austin. It's really grown quite a bit.
The art is now on sale and will remain on display at the Uptown Theater through October 20th. If you'd like more information, contact the Uptown Theater or the Grand Prairie Arts Council.
Grand Prairie is putting more art on the street. 22 traffic signal boxes are getting a makeover with paint or vinyl wraps designed by artists who were selected during a statewide contest. The wraps, which are UV protected, are being installed by professionals from Centerline Supply. This one is titled Habitat of Literacy, and it features the magic of books.
The art was all about trying to show the world and life coming out of the books. Like you would have flamingos popping their heads up out of a page with water puddles on the page, and just kind of trying to come to life out of the books. Or you'd have a sloth hanging on a book ribbon and smiling at the pages. You'd have an owl sitting up on top of the book looking over everything that was going on, and the little bookworms crawling through the different books that are all stacked together. I have hummingbirds that are flying up out of the pages of the books.
Last year, the city commissioned art for 20 signal boxes. The 2019 location should be wrapped up in a few weeks. For more information about the project, visit gptx.org/publicart/traffic signal box project.
Now to get in this plane, I've got a little stool here.
It was time for a bunch of eagles to take flight at the Grand Prairie Municipal Airport.
And we're gonna get going.
They are the Young Eagles. 50 aspiring aviators, eager to learn some lessons and take to the skies with professional pilots from the Experimental Aircraft Association.
EAA is really promoting pilots. There is a massive shortage in the United States and actually around the world for pilots.
So he wants to climb now.
Now in its 3rd decade, the nationwide program allows kids from the ages of 8 to 17 the opportunity to get real hands-on experience. And thanks to the generosity of the 10 men and women pilots who have volunteered their time, knowledge, and airplanes on this day, the kids are given the rare opportunity to take a free ride, and many even get the chance to take the wheel for the very first time.
There was a lot of buttons that I saw, and it was kind of confusing at first, but then she explained how to maneuver it, and then she let me fly a little bit, and we flew over Joe Pool. It was really fun.
We took off, we went up in the air, and then a little bit later he was like, go ahead, you can take control. I was like, oh wow, really? And yeah, it was an incredible experience.
You flying like a superhero, like you getting able to move it in the joystick is like playing a game. You can go up and down, and knowing that you can see anything from above, and you can see all the sky. It's just really great.
I think that's the real hook. I mean, the flying is fun, but if you're really getting to do it and getting to experience it, it's really going to change their life, I think.
Getting hooked is one way to put it. Catching the bug is another.
The bug is basically discovering your passion for aviation. You do something aviation related, and you just realize this is what I want to do. That's catching the bug.
We have a love for flying. I mean, I've flown since 1965, and I loved it when I was learning to fly. And there's a certain type of people who just love to fly. Those were the people we're trying to get out to.
That's definitely the case with 16-year-old Alexis Cleveland, here as a volunteer because of her own Young Eagles experience.
After that is when I was like, okay, I got to do this, and I went ahead and got my first lesson. I was definitely like, Brian, my instructor, he let me fly the entire time. I loved it, and ever since then, I definitely am going to keep doing it.
Those are the people we're trying to get a hold of, the people who really want to fly. And this is an introduction and a way to get the best and most interested kids into flying.
This is that first step. And you know, for a lot of them, it's the first step to a long career or a long hobby. Either way.
Smile if you had fun.
If you would like to know more about the Young Eagles program or the Experimental Aircraft Association, go to EAA.org. It was another good night to go cycling with the mayor in Grand Prairie.
Live life grand in Grand Prairie.
This time on the Good Link Trail on the city's north side that takes riders from Wagner Park to Mike Lewis Park and back. Now winding down its 5th season, Cycling with the Mayor is a series of monthly rides that are part of the Get Fit GP initiative. The only requirement is that you bring your own bike, and every ride is open to people of all ages who join Mayor Ron Jensen for a leisurely and scenic tour of a different area of the city each time. And while that's one aspect of the series that brings people back month after month, there are all kinds of other reasons why so many continue to be motivated to go along for the ride.
We always wanted to do it. We just finally decided to get the bikes this year since we're empty nesters. We needed something extra to do.
We had to fill up our evenings since there are no more games and afternoon or evening activities.
It gives us time together to enjoy nature, enjoy Grand Prairie, see all the different parts of the city and all the parks that we normally don't get to see since we live on the far south side. So it gets us around the town to be able to see everything. So it's pretty nice to get out.
The final Cycling with the Mayor event of the year will be at Prairie Lights at Lynn Creek Park in November, following next month's Strolling with the Mayor Pink Out at the Grand Prairie Farmers Market on Saturday, October 19th. For more information, go to gptx.org/cycling with the mayor.
That's it for this edition of Grand Prairie Update.
Hope you'll join us again next time.